Okay, let's talk about one of the most critical steps any trader has to take, choosing a Forex broker. Get it right, and you've got a solid partner for your trading journey. But get it wrong, and, well, it can be a total nightmare. So look, in this explainer, we're not going to tell you which broker to choose. Instead, we're going to give you a powerful method, a system, for finding the one that's perfect for you. You know that feeling when you first start looking? It's like you're just drowning in a sea of online brokers, right? They all seem to be promising the world. Rock bottom spreads, lightning fast execution, these amazing platforms. But how do you actually cut through all that marketing noise and find a broker you can genuinely trust with your hard-earned cash? Honestly, it feels like you're trying to navigate a minefield. To help us find our way, we're going to lean on the wisdom of an experienced voice from the trading community, a member of Forex Peace Army who goes by Pharaoh. And he makes a fantastic point. While it's important to avoid scammy products, finding a good broker is even more crucial. His whole perspective is that since this is such a deeply personal decision, our goal isn't to give you a recommendation, but to give you a method. Let's think of this whole process like you're trying to navigate a giant maze. There are literally hundreds of potential paths you could take. But the truth is, a lot of them lead to dead ends. Or worse, hidden traps and really unethical practices. So our goal today is to hand you a map and a compass, so you can find that one clear, safe path to a broker that actually fits your needs. Okay, here's where the method gets a little, well, counterintuitive. The very first step has absolutely nothing to do with researching brokers. Nope, it starts with you. Before you can find a right fit out there, you have to know exactly what you're looking for in here. You need to create your own personal blueprint. And this is how you build that blueprint. It's super practical. You're going to create two simple lists. The first one is your must-haves. These are your absolute 100% non-negotiable deal breakers. If a broker doesn't meet every single one of these requirements, boom, they're off the list, immediately disqualified. The second list is your nice-to-haves. These are the features you'd prefer, and you can use this list to rank your finalists later on. So what kind of questions should you be asking yourself? Well, as you can see, they cover all the fundamentals. Regulation is a huge one. Which country's oversight actually makes you feel secure? Then there's the really practical stuff, like, do they even accept clients from where you live? You'd be surprised. Think about your tools. Do you need a specific platform like MetaTrader for your system? And this one is critical. You have to check if their rules clash with your trading style, like if you're a scalper or you trade the news. The answers to these questions become the absolute foundation of your search. Okay, so once you have your blueprint, your must-have list is good to go. Now the real work can begin. You can finally take that list and start cutting right through the noise. This is where you filter out the hundreds of brokers that just aren't right for you, and you start spotting the major red flags immediately. And speaking of red flags, here is one of the biggest you will ever find. If a broker claims to be self-regulated, let's be crystal clear about what our source says. It just means they are unregulated, and they're trying to hide it. The takeaway here is so simple. Never, ever take their word for it. You always verify their license yourself directly on the official regulator's website. This right here is what Pharaoh calls the golden rule, and it's worth just pausing on for a second. Why would you work so hard to make profits if you can't ever actually get that money out? And he's not talking about a minor one-off delay. He means a pattern, a history of significant issues where traders are consistently struggling to access their own funds. If you see that in reviews, that's your signal. It's time to just walk away. Now we're at the final stage. You've used your blueprint, you've filtered that massive field down to maybe 2 or even 4 promising candidates. It is time to put them through a real-world test before you commit any serious capital. And this final test, it's a very specific sequence. First, open that demo account just to get a feel for their platform. At the same time, start testing their customer support. Send an email, try the live chat, maybe even give them a call. See how they respond. If they pass that, open a live account. But, and this is key, only deposit slightly more than the absolute minimum. After a few small trades comes the most critical step of all. Try to withdraw that little bit of extra money you put in. The reaction tells you everything. If it's anything less than perfectly smooth, it's time to close the account and move on to the next candidate on your list. And it's not just Pharaoh who believes this. Another community member, Ernest Eight Fingers, puts it perfectly. Testing the withdrawal process, that is the ultimate de facto measure of a broker's true intentions. A good broker has no reason at all to make this difficult for you. A shady one has every reason to. This one simple test tells you almost everything you need to know. So you found a broker. They passed every single test. You're done, right? Well, not quite. The source material is adamant about this. Choosing a broker isn't a one-time decision. Even good brokers can go bad, and you need to stay vigilant to protect yourself. Staying vigilant really just means building a few simple habits. Make it a habit to scan new reviews for your broker. Every so often, check the regulator's site for any new issues. Get in the habit of double-checking your account statements for anything that looks off. And if you ever see a new wave of withdrawal complaints pop up online, you know the drill. Test it yourself, immediately. So, we'll leave you with this final thought. Your relationship with your broker should not be a one-sided affair. It's not just about you trusting them, it's about them continuously proving that they are worthy of your trust and your business. The moment they stop earning it is the moment you should start looking for one who will.